Welcome to Kamis Tropical and Organic Farms. We have already completed the planting of our Irish potatoes, which we were doing as per the first video that we have already shared with you. And now I wanted to explain to you what we are doing in terms of rotational cropping for these two pieces of land. On the first video, I had told you that this land we had left it to heal, and the reason we had left it to heal is so that we can also give the time for the soil to adapt or to regain back the nutrients. We are going to do a very special integrated type of farming where we are going to incorporate 3 types of plants. These 3 types of plant, all of them have different nutritional values. So when you mix them or when you intercrop them in your farming system, it will assist in generating enough minerals that are needed for the soil in order to feed your plants. So you have seen we have already done beans and maize, which is the first phase, and we are done with that. So the second phase, if I can give a good brief of how we do it, the first phase you want to do a fruit. So the first fruit we did was maize, the next fruit we did was beans. By fruit I'm saying it will produce something out of the ground, so you're calling that a fruit. Then the next phase, you're supposed to do a leaf. By a leaf, I'm saying you can do vegetables, you can do kales, you can do spinach, you can do kunde. That group of plants also generate minerals that are unique for the soil. Then the other type of farming you're supposed to do when you're doing integrated farming within a season, you're supposed to do tubers. So tubers, you can do beetroot, you can do, as we have done, Irish potatoes, you can do ngwashe. Ngwashe is called
sweet potato.
Sweet potatoes. You can do sweet potatoes. You can do any tuber. And also you can do onions. So for us this side, we had done the fruit, which is the beans, and we want to do the tuber, which is the onion. So it is one section of land but divided into 2. So it will have gotten all the minerals from the 4 cycles that are advisable when you're doing rotational cropping. So for this land that had already healed, we are going to do onions, and for that other side we are going to do the Irish potatoes, which we have done. The Irish potatoes, we had encouraged you to do mulching. Currently we have the natural mulching, which is the maize. This maize will take the next 2 or 3 weeks for them to dry up, so it will be natural lighting to the Irish potatoes which have not come up. So we will give the Irish potatoes between 21 to 30 days for them to sprout out of the soil. By that time, all this, what you're seeing here, the maize, will have turned yellow. So when we will be harvesting the maize, which again we will use the branches as mulching to the soil, we will now do mulching to the Irish potatoes that will have sprouted. I want to give you the reason why we will do mulching after sprouting. The benefit of mulching is to prevent, one of the benefit, aside from retaining the moisture, it is to prevent more of the weeds from coming up. So you see, when you do mulching before your plant has sprouted, the mulch will assume it is weed and it will block its growth. So when you do mulching right now, we will not give room for these Irish potatoes to sprout well. Then we'll have problems with achieving 100% germination, because you know we are aiming for 100% germination. And by the way, I forgot to tell you, for our maize and our beans, we attained 99% germination from what we had planted. So when you're also doing your farming, ensure you look at the rate of your germination rate, so that it will tell you if you follow the correct process in your cultivation, or if there was a problem, you see how you're going to resolve the problem in the next phase. So we achieved 100%, between 99 to 100% of our germination for the maize and beans. We want to see the germination rate of the Irish potatoes and the onions. So this side we'll do the onions. Everything we are planting from seed. We did not do them in the nursery first so that we carry them here, because we wanted them to adapt to the soil. And as I said, we are in the short rains, so we'll have to do a lot of irrigation. You can do drip irrigation. For us, we'll do sprinklers. because of the infrastructure, the way it is this side, but it depends with where you are. So for maximum production and for the new normal, I will call it new normal way of farming, always ensure that you do rotational cropping and embrace the 4 phase intercropping that I have already shared. Do a tuber, do a root, do a leaf, then do a fruit in every season, so that the next planting season, by the time now you're doing the next phase, there are so many tubers, there are so many leaves, there are so many fruits. The next cycle you'll do something else. In the next rainy cycle, for us, when we are going to do the vegetable, we are going to do cabbages. I wanted to do cabbages here, but I saw the heat that has already started accumulating. I knew it will not do well. So also learn your atmosphere, learn your climate, and also listen to your soil. I love saying the soil will speak. I love saying the plants will speak. Listen to them and don't go with what other people are doing. Go with how your farm is speaking to you. And always put everything that you do in prayer, because prayer breaks mountains. Actually, it moves mountains. But anyway, I hope that this information will assist you as you also follow us, and as you also move into the modern integrated farming, and as you also work to re-engineer or to what do I call it, soil regeneration, because we have first to regenerate our soils which are badly worn out from our bad farming practices, so that we can get abundance of harvest. Thank you. See you again in the next cycle. We'll still be doing more of the Irish potato series, because this is the first time we are doing Irish potatoes in this land. And always follow us, and I hope that you like our farming progress, and hope to see you again in the next video. Bye bye.